Hello, folks. This is Will Pettis on Exports Network here at Summertown High School for the district matchup between Summertown and Giles County. Um, we're still waiting, I believe, on another official, but we're also going to have senior night festivities, which will not take very long because I believe Summertown only has two seniors, Katie Beth Gallagher and Meg Perry. Um, I'll do my best to put my microphone out there where you can hear the PA announcer during that. I'm not sure how well you can hear it. But I'll just mute things for now until they get things started, and then hopefully you can hear it. But we'll be back shortly. Meg Perry and Katie Beth Gallagher have both been members of the softball team for the past 5 seasons, and although 2020 only allowed them to play 2 games before the COVID shutdown, they have accumulated a record of 130 wins, 21 losses, and 4 ties. They have also been a part of 3 district, regional, and sectional championships, as well as 2 state championships in 2018 and 2021, and a runner-up finish in 2019. Meg Perry is the daughter of Larry and Alicia Perry. She was also a member of the cross-country team the last couple of seasons. She has a 3.9 GPA and will be graduating magna cum laude. She will continue her softball career at UT Southern in the fall. Meg plans to major in criminology with an emphasis in forensics. She states that one of her most memorable moments of high school softball was watching Coach Burleson and his awesome tarp skills. Katie Beth Gallagher is the daughter of Jeremy and Beth Gallagher. Besides softball, she has been a key member of the volleyball team the last 4 years, helping lead them to state championships in 2019 and 2020, and a runner-up finish in 2021. Katie Beth will attend the University of North Alabama in the fall and pursue her nursing degree. She currently has a 4.0 GPA and will graduate summa cum laude. Okay, so you heard the senior day festivities. Now he's going to announce the starting lineups there. Sorry for the poor camera angle there. best I could do with where I've got it.
Starting lineup for Summertown. Number 23, Erica Abbott. Number 6, Meg Perry. Number 24, Katie Beth Gallagher. Number 4, Hannah Lindsay. Number 2, Mackenzie Ronald. Number 10, Shelby Davis. Number 1, Anna Burleson. Number 12, Caitlin Gillum. And number 3, Reagan Burleson. We ask at this time that you please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, welcome. We are in Summertown, Tennessee today, correct, Will?
Well, that's where we are.
We've got a big one today. Giles County visiting here to Summertown. Number 1 and 2 teams here in the district, Will. I think Giles County's undefeated in the district. Summertown's only loss is to Giles County, which was, I believe, last week.
Right.
In a
The
tough,
day of the storms on a Wednesday.
3-1 game, which was a really low-scoring, well-played game. Tough game for Summertown, but Giles County played really well that game. So, been looking forward to today, Will.
And people may be tired of hearing about it, but I mean that, like we said, that was the first district loss that this Summertown team has had, and anyway, I've heard anywhere between 5 and 7 years. So it's I'm sure that's on a lot of people's minds today as we play this team a second time, and in a 1 week period.
Yeah, well, they're a good, young, talented team. I believe they've only got 2 seniors. We just had our senior day, Will. Summertown
Right.
only has 2 seniors. I think Giles County does too. Next year, we only have 2 seniors as of right now, unless somebody's added to the team next year.
Right.
So 2 very young but very talented teams. So this shapes up on paper, Will, to be a good one.
Yeah. Do you want to? It looks like we still have a minute. Do you want to talk about our 2 seniors while we have some time?
Yes. Katie Beth Gallagher is our catcher. She's been on the softball team here for 5 seasons. She actually was called up in the 8th grade, so a great young kid and a great player. And also Meg Perry, who's our center fielder here. Katie Beth has 2 state championships under her belt, and Meg with 1, and that's not a lot of people that can say that, Will. So.
Right. Okay, so Katie Beth, she was an 8th grader in 18, I guess?
Yeah, she was actually, I remember, she was actually called up from Hannah, my daughter, was playing middle school. So she's a year behind Katie Beth, and they pulled Katie Beth up like in the middle of the junior high season that year. So the middle school actually had to finish the second half of their season without Katie Beth.
Oh, okay.
And I remember within a week of her going up, she's pretty much held the starting catcher job since.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So did she actually call?
Yes, she was.
She
was. If I'm not mistaken, Coach Burleson would have to say this for sure, but I'm pretty sure I remember that she took over the starting catching position as an 8th grader within a week of being called up.
Wow.
So she's a special kid, and Meg's another one too. So, but we are getting ready to roll. Summertown's Giles County coming to the plate. That will be Morgan Sharp, Lindsay on the mound for Summertown, and we're ready to roll. That will be a ball. I'm having a hard time seeing. I've got my own deck batter in my way. That's not her fault. I want to blame Will for his setup.
Yeah, that's me.
That's going to be a bunt. That's a good one. It's going to be short. Gallagher's going to field it, and she's safe. Nice job. Beautiful bunt there by Sharp. So,
yeah, we couldn't have played any better, right?
No. Did a great job getting it down. Great speed there. So, if you're Giles County, a good way to start for them. That'll bring Malia Roberts, number 00, to the plate for Giles County with a runner on first. That one's going to be bunted, and that will. I don't know if it hit her foot, but it came up and hit her. But she was in the box, so that will go down for a strike. So Lindsay ahead 0-1 here with a runner on first with a nice bunt by Morgan Sharp. Not much you can really do about that one. The second pitch, that one's going to be bunted at and missed for strike 2. So Lindsay ahead early here, 0-2 on Roberts. Two-two's going to be in the dirt. A nice job there by Gallagher scooping that one up and keeping Sharp at first. Well, we got started so quick we didn't have time to go around and tell everybody who's in what position today, but we'll try to get to that.
Right.
That one's going to be in the dirt as well. 2-2. Summertown does have Shelby Davis on third, Abbott on short, pretty much the way we've been defensively all year. Burleson on second, and Anna Burleson on first. That one's going to be dinked into center, and it's down for a hit off the hands. Tough luck there. So 2 on and no outs for Giles County. That will bring number 11.
And this Giles County bench is really pumped up.
They are.
I'll tell you.
Number 11, Marie Bodley to the plate. That'll be a strike for Lindsay. 0-1.
We have a drummer here.
That one will be off the plate just a little for a ball. 1-1 count to Bodley. That will be a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bodley now. Little out right there, 2-2. Nice spot, but off the plate. That one will be chopped away. Foul. 2-2. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. That was a nice pitch by Lindsay. That definitely helps her going to get edging toward getting out of this with 2 on and no out. So there's 1 down. And that will bring – Will, who do you have in your lineup? I still haven't transferred that mine over. That's going to be bunted, and that's a nice bunt, and she's going to be safe. So now bases loaded and still 1 out. So Giles County's came out and bunted with 2 of their first 4 batters, both for base hits.
All right, so Abby White is who's at the plate now.
Okay, that was number 4 is who's at the first place. That would be Maddie White. Yeah, that's Maddie.
So number 6 is
it's Abby White, yeah.
Okay.
This is Abby.
Yeah.
That brings Abby White to the plate. There's a first pitch strike by Lindsay. 0-1. Bases loaded here. 1 out for Giles County. Top 1 looking to threaten and jump on the board early. That one's going to be grounded back to Lindsay. She's going to get the out at home. And in 1 double play, they're out of it. And we are headed to the bottom of the first scoreless. What a wonderful job
Let's say the
to
momentum
come
just
back.
shifted a little bit there.
Well, you got to feel good, with them striking at that wheel, but you've also got to feel good. You've had 1 ball that was hit over the infield off the hands and 2 bunts. So they've yet to do anything as far as hitting a ball hard off Lindsay yet at all. So that's a good sign early. So Summertown's got to come to the plate here and hopefully jump out, Will. We'll take a short break and be back for going into the bottom 1. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
We're back here heading in bottom 1. Summertown gets out of a bases loaded 1 out jam. So still scoreless. Will, we do have to have 2 shout-outs today, by the way.
All right.
Number 1, we need a shout-out to my wife. She had an oral surgery done today, so she's at home.
Well, I saw her commenting on here. I was like,
yeah,
is she not
she's at home knocked up on pain pills. So,
oh, okay.
I didn't want her
Hey,
out.
do you want me to block her like I did Miss Bradburn?
Well,
so
that's our second shout-out.
Okay.
Shout-out to Miss Bradburn, Will. Have you reinstated her back?
She is. She should be back. I don't know if she's watching or not.
Miss Bradburn, it was all Will Pettis.
Yeah.
It was not me.
I accidentally blocked Miss Bradburn last broadcast, and I did figure out how to unblock her after it was over. So hopefully she's able to watch.
So shout out to Miss Bradburn for putting up with me and Will, and hope you are watching today.
Yeah.
And we promise not to block you again, and if for some reason it does happen, it's all Will's fault. It's not mine. So we are ready to roll. Bottom 1, Abbott coming to the plate. Summertown looking to jump out here. They got out of an early bases-loaded jam, and now they're ready to hopefully jump out here and get going. That will be low.
Do you want to mention that this is a different pitcher than we saw last time?
Yes, this is Marie Bodley pitching. She was not pitching last time, correct?
So I've got the wrong pitcher on the screen right now. I'll fix that here in a second.
Well, I'm just going off the number.
But, yeah,
is that correct?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that's Marie Bodley pitching for Giles County. First pitch is second pitch is a little up.
So it's 2-0?
2-0 on Abbott. That one's going to be a nice changeup that's going to get fouled off by Abbott over here toward the Giles dugout. So 2-1. So what will, I guess as we speak, we've got, or close to it later today, or if it's already started, the high school boys are
Yeah,
playing
they're supposed to
Wayne
have started
County
at 5.
today. Okay.
They should be going right now. I need to find out how that's going.
Okay.
And middle school softball is at Lewis County.
At Lewis County, that's correct.
Yeah,
That one was called a strike,
That's
and
what
it
he
was
says.
almost in the dirt. That's a tough call. 2-2 on Abbott, but I don't blame him for not swinging at that pitch. Tough one right there. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be a line shot off the second baseman's glove, and that's going to be a base hit. She's going to try to stretch it to 3, and she's in head first. What an excellent hustle play by Abbott. And Summertown has a runner in scoring position here with nobody on, with Parrott coming to the plate.
I did not see her stretching that into it.
Well, I didn't see it either, Will, and when the ball trickled, it trickled over here out of our view, over behind the dugout. So I had to stand up, but Abbott read it, and it did trickle away far enough for her to stretch it in the second. That's speed. Speed never takes a day off, Will. That's
Right.
what I've always been told. It's always there every day, so it's good to have it. If you're lucky to have a kid with it, it's an asset. So here's Parrott to the plate. She's going to take strike 1. You wonder here, Will, if with 3-4 coming to the plate, the way Gallahar's been hitting, if you don't bunt.
Yeah. I remember them doing that at Giles County.
Yes.
And it worked. That was the one run we scored.
Yep.
She bunted over the runner, and Gallagher brought her in.
Here's the second pitch to Abbott. She's going to get a bunt. That's a nice bunt by Parrott. They're going to get that out at 1. So a nice job there by Parrott moving our runner. So that's going to move Abbott to third here with 1 out, and Gallagher coming to the plate.
Just a deep fly ball would be all right.
Deep fly ball would be great, definitely. To hopefully strike first here if you're Summertown. She had an excellent day, Will, in Loretta the other day, too. Hit the ball well all day long.
Apparently a lot of people did.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Yeah.
That was going to be hit to short. They're
Right,
going
come on
home, and that's throwed away, and there goes Abbott. She's safe, and Gallagher's going to cruise into second. That ball is with your shortstop playing that deep, Will, that's a throw you can't make.
Yeah, I was surprised to see her go
Not
that direction.
that far away with a kid against Abbott's speed. That's probably not the best decision in the world. Not at all. But Summertown has struck here, and they have cleanup coming to the plate in Lindsay with runner in scoring position in Gallagher on second. So, Will, I like saying this. We've equaled our run total from our last
time. That's
last
right.
trip to Giles County.
Let's see if we can double it now.
I just hope in 6 innings from now we're not saying, I really wish we could score our second run.
Right, yeah, like last time.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Will, I know we were talking about the last game. Summertown went into Loretta a few days ago and just really played an excellent softball game, top to bottom. And you know, Loretta struggled, I think, at times. I know they weren't happy with their play.
And I understand it was a shutout, but there were no strikeouts.
There was no strikeouts by the Summertown pitcher.
Right.
Summertown threw a shutout. Lindsay pitched the whole game, 5 innings. It was a
So
short.
no Loretta players struck out.
That's going to be a shot in the center, and Gallagher's going to score on that one. And we have squared it up here, and Summertown's came out like I was hoping they would, swinging the bats.
So we have doubled the run total from last time.
We have doubled it now. And this is a Summertown team we've seen all year. What they saw at Giles County a few weeks ago, I've said was the worst game they've played all year by far. And Summertown since then has just been rolling. And,
I keep hearing about all these home runs you hit in these weekend tournaments, but
we
I've never
save
seen
them.
one in person.
We saved them. That's going to be in the dirt.
And I've yet to stream one. I really want to see one here today on senior night.
Does inside the park count?
I want to see a Summertown player
Does
hit
it
a
inside
home
the
run.
inside the park?
I'll
home run
take
count?
that. I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
we've got enough speed. We might have a better chance in the inside the Parker than we would at one over the fence. This is going to bring Runnels to the plate. She took for ball 1. She's going to foul that one off for a strike.
Connie Bradford says she's watching. Go Eagles. So she's not turned on us.
Connie, enjoy it. I can't guarantee how long you're going to get to watch.
Yeah.
Will may take care of you again here shortly. Here comes Runnels, 1-1 count. That one's going to be a laser shot in the left, and they have come out rolling like I was hoping. And that's good to see. That's going to be thrown into third, but Summertown with first and second, still one out with Davis coming to the plate. But like I was saying, Will, they hit the ball against Loretta a few days ago through the entire lineup. It wasn't just one kid.
Yeah.
At one point, they had eight batters come to the plate, and 7 of the 8 had hits in a row. So
that's exhausting for a defense.
It was, and that's just what you like to see. That this offense is capable. They've just got to string it together. They've got to be able to all hit consistently, and they're gaining confidence too, Will. There's a lot of young kids on this team, and the longer you're getting into the season, the more confidence they're gaining. That's going to be a ball up to Davis. Ball 1. Shelby Davis at the plate. The 6-hole hitter for Summertown. That one's going to be off the plate for ball 2. You've got Runnels on first, Lindsay on second. You've got good speed on the bases. You would like to think if a ball gets through this infield, Lindsay can score. Of course, she might be the clumsiest kid on the team unless she falls, Will. But she does have good speed. That one's going to be way up high for ball 3 with Anna Burleson on deck. You know, Will, and I don't know here. It's a tough situation, 3-0, to see what you're going to do. That was going to be a nice pitch there for strike 1 by Bodley. So 3-1 here to Davis.
You know, we talked to the radio guy from Giles County before this. Bodley hasn't pitched in any of the games that he's covered.
Yeah, that's what he said. Well, you know, their pitcher we threw at Giles County was really good. That one's going to roll to home plate to load them up, and here comes Burles. Well, you know, the pitcher we faced at Giles County, I believe that was Pickett, Will?
Yeah,
is that right? She did
yeah.
a great job there. And so I'm not sure of the reason.
Yeah, we could speculate all day. Not know, you know, I mean, she's not hitting either. The
well,
girl that was pitching.
You also, you know, we were talking strategy too, Will. You know, about, you know,
because this game doesn't really have a lot of weight when it comes to district tournament. You know, the 1 or 2 teams ain't going to meet till the finals anyway.
It'll either guarantee a Giles County 1 seed if they win. You can pretty much figure it, Will.
Right.
You got to assume that they would take care of business the rest of the way.
But it's possible that they don't want us to have a lot of looks at that pitcher before the tournament.
Very
right?
well could be.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I've seen coaches do it different ways. I don't think one way's right or wrong. That's just how you prefer to do things. But Summertown has a nice chance here to really strike hard. They have a 2-0 lead, bases loaded, and only 1 out with Burleson at the plate. That's going to be a nice pitch on the outside corner for a strike.
So Anna's moved up to the 7 spot today.
Yeah, she's really starting to bat's starting to catch hold, Will. I'm hoping that keeps on going with her. She had a big hit a few days ago.
She had a good hit in the last time we played Giles County.
That's correct. That one's going to be outside for ball 1. Yeah, she actually had one of the better hits
she hit
in that
fence.
left field gap,
yeah.
I believe, Will. That's right. So Anna's got a lot of power, a really good swing, a good eye at the plate. So we need her to really catch fire. And she's going to get a base hit, and that's going to score 1. And he's going to hold up Runnels. So there's a 3-0 lead and still 1 out with Gillum coming to the plate. Nice piece of hitting there by Burles.
Still just 1 out. We're at the 8 spot.
Still 1 out. And here comes Caitlin Gillum to the plate. Runnels on third. That's Davis on second and Burleson on first. That pitch is going to be in the dirt, and that's nice job by the catcher blocking that one up. It goes right back out in front of home plate. So that'll be ball 1. You can really be picky here, Will, if you're Caitlin, because there's nowhere to put you. She's got to throw strikes here. You got to look for a pitch to really smoke. And if it's there, you got to go. And that one's going to be up.
I know she's had a homer this year. It was at Forest, I believe.
She has had a homer. She's a small kid, Will, but, man, she's got a lot of pop. She generates a lot of bat speed. Really aggressive swing, too. But she's got to be ready here. You know, there's nothing wrong with a walk here with bases loaded. Don't force swinging at a bad pitch. And there's a beautiful changeup by Bodley for strike one. It seems, Will, two of the best pitches that Bodley's thrown has been that changeup. And I was watching her warm up here. It's beautiful now. It is a beautiful changeup.
So we got a 2-2 count now.
Yeah. She's going to come back with a fastball on the outside corner, and that's going to be fouled off to the right side. So square back up with Gillum, 2-2. A hit right here would be big for Gillum. She's just got to stay back and protect. That one's going to bounce up there for ball three. And she's going to get the strikeout off the plate for 2 away. Bolly's going to get a big strikeout there.
That's
so she's 1 out away from getting out of this jam now. Summertown already with 3 on the board. Bases are loaded, 2 outs, bottom 1. That'll bring your 9-hole hitter Reagan Burleson to the plate.
I'd like to see her hit one of those bullets down the left field line like she's done before.
She can do it, Will. She can do it. That's going to be a changeup. That's going to get away. And here comes Runnels, and she's out. And an awful jump. When the ball got away, she went and then stopped and then decided to go again. And by then, she was dead in the water. So tough luck there, especially with bases loaded. That's not the way you want to end it.
Bases loaded with 1 out there and got 2 quick outs.
But Summertown strikes for 3 runs, bottom of the first, and they'll have the top of the lineup back up again in the second. So a nice start here for Summertown. We'll be back here for the top of the second. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
All right, we're back. Headed top 2 now. Summertown with a 3-0 lead. Lindsay's going to lead off with a first pitch strike. And the next one's going to be a changeup. It's going to float a little high for ball 1.
I can't see the number, but
I can't either, Will.
It's number 2 then. It's Allie Fletcher.
I believe that is Allie Fletcher, Will. I think I saw that's Allie Fletcher at the plate. 1-1 count. That's going to be fouled off for strike 2 to Fletcher. So Lindsay ahead here, 1-2. That's going to be fouled off against the wall in front of the Summertown dugout. I see, Will, we have our reliable friend behind us.
Oh, yeah.
We have our border collie dog who likes to watch all the games. He's here.
Yeah.
So that's going to be hit into right, and it's down in the right field gap. She's going to get second and roll in with a stand-up double. So a nice job there by Fletcher to lead off the second. And that will bring number 17, Will, which I don't have on my list.
All right, this is Kay Brown.
Kay Brown, okay.
Now, Kay is the initial. I don't know.
Kay, I know. We didn't get the
Carson. All
okay.
right. We got some
Carson.
helpers over here.
Carson. That one's going to be fouled off for strike one.
Kind of thought I'd see a bunt here.
That was going to be a nice bunt to first base. Lindsay's going to get the out at one. They're going to throw back across the diamond to try to catch the runner at third sleeping. But that will move the runner to third with one out. And that will bring number 24, Hope Murphy, to the plate for Giles County. That's going to be a first pitch strike, swing and a miss for Lindsay. 0-1. Will, I've done decided we should charge this border collie every time he comes at least $4. We would have $1,000 off this dog. That's going to be up in the zone, 1-1. But, of course, he's going to get us, though, because he never comes inside the fence.
That's right. He's figured it out. He's got the right angle to see without having to pay to get in.
1-1 count here to Murphy. That was going to be down in the zone, fouled away for strike two.
But I like how this dog has chosen this game over the baseball game over there. Must be a better game over here.
I think it's the brightly colored softball that just gets his attention, maybe,
okay.
You know. So Lindsay ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's a nice pitch there on the outside corner, but it might have been a little out. So that'll be 2-2.
Yep. Nobody's complaining. I guess we
Murphy.
just can't see from here.
That's going to be hit into right, and it's down for a base hit. So Giles County gets a run back here with a runner on first and 1 out in the second.
We're get the timely hit.
First pitch strike there by Lindsay. That'll be to number 26, Mia Callahan. Leadoff batter Morgan Sharp on deck. She led the game off with a beautiful bunt. That's going to be a grounder hit to third, just foul. 2 strikes.
Let's see how any of these players have voices left when the game's over.
And that's going to be tapped foul. She just got a piece of that one.
Awkward swing there.
Yeah. To Callahan's just a little low. Ball 1. That's going to be grounded to second. Slow roller. Quickly. There's 1 out. They did get the out at first by just a step. Nice job there by Burleson getting to it quickly. But
two-way.
Callahan's got really good speed, and she almost beat that one.
Get the lead off up.
Yep. Leadoff will be Morgan Sharp. Morgan led the game off with a beautiful bunt wheel, and she's got speed to burn and beat it out. That's going to be slapped foul for strike 1.
So I don't recall it like we got our third baseman playing awfully close here, but is that because of the bunt, or do you think we played her?
It's because of the bunt and the slap, Will. With her speed. With her speed, what you're trying to do is if she hits a ground or ball or a slow roller, hopefully your third baseman can get to it and get him to get the out at first. But plus, it's also forcing her to try to have to hit it over third.
I got you.
Which, if you're a slapper, you want them to have to put the ball into the air, because a ground ball in the right spot, they're gonna be safe if they've got the right speed. And I think Callahan and Sharp does. That's going to be swung and missed for strike 2. It's a 2-2 count. So Lindsay's one strike away here from getting out of the second with only 1 run worth of damage. If she can get Sharp out. And she will.
Yeah.
That was right down Broadway for strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Lindsay, and that's going to get them out. But Giles County gets a run back. 3-1 Summertown headed into the bottom of the second. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Hey friends, this is Barry Doss. Over the past 30 years, Doss Brothers Incorporated has grown from its humble beginnings to working daily to build the future of Lawrence and surrounding counties. From breaking ground to opening day, Doss Brothers has been there every step of the way for many businesses, industries, and homeowners in our community. With nearly 40 years under our belt and the blessing of every new day, we strive to keep building the foundation of our communities tomorrow. We are Doss Brothers, proudly building progress in Southern Tennessee.
All right, bottom second. Summertown leading 3-1. Burleson.
Yeah, she was at the plate when the inning ended.
That's correct. So Reagan will be leading off. That first inning ended with a pass ball. Mackenzie Runnels tried scoring on it and just got a rough little jump on it. And they got her at home plate to end the inning. So Burleson's our 9-hole hitter. She's leading us off, and then we'll be headed back to 1. Marie Bodley on the mound, number 11 for Giles County. That's going to be grounded right back to Bodley. A nice, easy play for out 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Giles County. And that'll bring Abbott, your leadoff batter, to the plate. Abbott had, I guess you could call a double, Will, the first at bat.
Yeah, I think you can safely call it a hustle double, right?
A hustle double?
Yeah.
I don't know. But basically she had a hard shot off the second baseman's glove that trickled over toward the first baseline, and she turned that into a double, which there's not many kids you could see that would be able to do that, Will. But she did it. So ball 1 in the dirt to Abbott. That one's going to be down, low and out for ball 2.
I assume our scoreboard's still not working.
It's not. I was talking to Coach Burleson about it at the Loretta game. He's been needing posts, to mount it.
I saw him looking for that on Facebook.
Yeah, Abbott's going to send a line shot into the center field for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there by Abbott. So there's a runner on here with 1 out, and that'll bring Parrott to the plate. Well, he put that out there on Facebook, Will, about needing the post.
Mm-hmm.
I was to ask him about it, and he's had multiple people volunteer to give him those. So
okay.
We're hoping, it's not a major deal now. This is the last home game. So
well, hopefully we're hosting a few more, right?
Hopefully, yeah. So
I saw we're districts in Giles County.
I think so. Yes, sir. That's correct. That's going to be ground ball. They're going to get 1, and that's going to be thrown away. So first and second, still 1 out. And I don't know.
I've seen them make an error before in between last game and this game.
I don't either. But I've seen 3 today. But, yeah, he has had multiple people step up. Will, he told me that has offered to give those. So he's got the material. He just needs the time and the manpower to install it. So should be having a nice new scoreboard here.
Okay.
Hopefully soon. So that's the plan anyway. Which it's crazy,
Wouldn't it be
though.
great to debut that in like a regional tournament?
Oh, it would. It would. So here's the pitch to Gallagher. That's going to be inside for ball 1. I'm going to try to convince him. I haven't asked him if, I told you I was going to try to get the old scoreboard, Will. I thought about mounting it on the side of my house. Maybe putting it in the den, or something. Maybe like a game room. That'd be a great piece of history,
It would.
Ball 1 to Gallagher. First and second, 1 out. Strike. Nice pitch there. 1-1.
Connie Bradburn says I donated posts. So even after we blocked her, she helped out with the posts.
That's going to be a shot, and that's down. And Abbott's going to try to score, and she will. Really great speed, so that's going to push it back to 4-1. So runners on first and second, and here comes Lindsay, cleanup hitter to the plate again with 2 on. She's just trying to buy our respect, Will, so we don't block her from the. Yeah, this is Miss Connie's way of trying to keep us from doing that again.
Yeah. I don't guess she changed her foods grade like you asked her to.
No, it's still.
Well, she don't know you asked her to because we blocked her. She didn't get to hear.
Well,
that
I think she went from a B to a D. I think she moved it back the opposite way for me. So here's Lindsay, 2 on, 1 out, and the pitch. That's down in the zone for ball 1. Lindsay had a single to score 1 the first inning. Gallagher as well. So they're back around again here in the second. There's a pullback bunt, and that one's going to be down in the zone. Thought she pulled it back. I don't know what the umpire called on that one, Will.
It was ball.
Okay, great. So 2-0 to Lindsay. Lindsay's due to put one out of here.
I'd love to see that.
She's due. She had that big 4-homer weekend, and she's hit well since. She just hasn't put a charge in one, but she's due one, Will. That one's going to be up for ball 3. So 3-0 to Lindsay. This could be a dangerous pitch. You wonder here if Coach Burleson don't give her a green light, Will, with 3-0 if she likes it.
Do you see that often?
Depends. That's a nice pitch on the outside corner. It depends on your hitter and how they're hitting the ball lately, and if you have that confidence in them. I'll be honest, Will. Sometimes Lindsay's worthy of the confidence. Sometimes she's not. So you never know what Coach Burleson. Sometimes he's given her the green light a few times. So 3-1 count. Another dangerous pitch. Lindsay's going to be looking for something here to jump on, and she's going to get it, and that's going to be that ball's on the ground. That ball's on the ground. It was on the ground. And that is going to load them up.
I tell you what, I was watching that pretty closely. I thought she got it, but she's not complaining. So
no, it squeezed out just a few inches and went to the dirt. But it was an amazing effort by the shortstop. Yeah. So we are loaded up again with only 1 out for Runnels. You've got good speed all over the bases. You've got Parrott on third, Gallagher on second, and Lindsay on first. So a hit here could at least it's going to score 1 and maybe 2. And that's going to be popped up into shallow, and it's not deep enough. So everyone's got to hold still, and that's going to send it to 2 outs with bases loaded. Will, this is the predicament we got in at Giles County. You load them up.
All those runners.
You stranded, I know, at least 8 runners there in the course of the game. And it's just something you just don't like to have happen if you load them up.
And they're making pretty good contact today, Giles County is.
They are.
You want to keep adding on runs.
Yeah, definitely. That ball's going to be up. There's a snap throw to third. Meg's back easily. And I will tell you, with Parrott on third, if it is a pass ball here, she's got speed to get there. So you got to be careful if you're Giles County here to make sure if you're the catcher to keep the ball in front of you. 1 ball, no strike count to Davis. That one's going to be grounded foul just to the left side of the third base bag.
So is it 1-1?
1-1. Summertown has managed to get the 1 run back that they gave up in the top of 2. So 4-1, but you'd really like to take advantage of this bases loaded opportunity if you're Summertown. And that's going to be hit into right, and it's caught by the center fielder. So Giles County out of it. Bases loaded, only 1 out, and they get out of it by only giving up a run. But Summertown leads 4-1 after 2 and headed to the top of the third.
We left both innings bases loaded, didn't we not?
We have.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we have.
Yeah.
So we've stranded 5 in 2 innings. So not bad, though, when you still have a 4-run lead. But we'll be back here shortly, headed into the top of the third for Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
Top 3, Summertown leading 4-1. They were able to get that run back that they gave up in the top of the second. So 4-1 Summertown. We have Malia Roberts coming to the plate, the 2-hole hitter for Giles County. Lindsay's first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
So, yeah, middle school, I understand the score is 3-3 at Lewis County in the top of the fourth.
Nice changeup, bunted hard, but they're going to get the tag. Nice, easy play for Burleson, 1 away. Yeah, Will, we were talking. Summertown's undefeated, hasn't been beaten in a few years, right?
Right.
Middle school?
So apparently we're up 4-3 now.
4-3, okay. The problem with streaks, Will, is they always have to eventually come to an end. So that'll
You
bring.
just don't want it to be when your stepdaughter's coaching the game.
Well, Will, I can promise you, if Summertown was to lose the game, I can promise you it won't be because of your stepdaughter. I can promise you that. It's amazing that these young kids have done as well as they have for so long, because your margin for error with kids that young, you would think over that course of time, you're going to have bad games, you're not going to hit, you'll make have 4 or 5 errors in a game.
Especially that age group.
Yeah, but they've done a great job. Nice change up to Lindsay, and that's going to be an easy play to second, 2 away. So Lindsay's got 2 outs quickly here in the top of the third. When Lindsay's changeup is working, and she was throwing it well, she didn't throw it much against Loretta, but when it's working well, she's twice as good of a pitcher. But she's got to be able to use it, and she's got to be able to throw it for a strike. And that was a good one.
Who is this up right now?
That one's going to be fouled off.
Is this Bodley? No, this is number 4.
Yeah, this is Maddie White.
Yep. All right. Got it.
Yep. So Maddie's going to foul off first pitch down in the zone for a strike. 0-1. That one's going to be dinked to second. Easy play for Burleson. 3 up, 3 down, and Summertown's coming back to the plate with a 4-run lead. That's the kind of innings you like to see, Will. So we'll be back for action headed into the bottom of the third. Summertown leading 4-1. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Headed in the bottom of the third. Summertown leading 4-1. That will bring Anna Burleson coming to the plate for Summertown, the 7-hole hitter. Summertown will, they've got a 4-1 lead. They've definitely looked better this game than they did the last game against Giles County. But it's like you mentioned, the last 2 innings have been ended with bases loaded for Summertown. So they've scored 4 runs, but they still left bases loaded twice. So you wonder all that they're leaving on the board is still hanging out there too. I mean, it could easily be a 7 or 8-1 game right now with a key hit in either of those innings. Alan Burleson's going to hit a foul ball just down the first baseline. It's going to trickle foul. Strike 1. That one's going to be up in the zone for ball 1. Bodley still on the mound for Giles County. So 1-1 here to Burles. That one's going to be down in the zone in the dirt.
I believe I'm getting a baseball update against
2-1.
Waynesboro. After 3, we're up 4-0.
Okay, 4-0 after 3.
I'm surprised they're in the 3rd inning like we are.
Yeah. That's going to be a swing and a miss by Burleson. That's going to even it back up at 2-2.
2-2.
Nice pitch up in the zone there by Bodley. That had a little bit of mustard on that one. So Burleson here going to try to stay alive and get something started here for Summertown, leading off here in the bottom of the 3rd. That one's going to be hit into right, and that one is going to be caught by the center fielder. Nice job there. Center fielder's made 2 great plays for them, Will. Getting into the gap, saving some hits. So that'll be 1 away with Gillum coming to the plate for Summertown. Gillum's going to take high, ball 1. That one's going to be grounded deep in the hole of the shortstop. She bobbled it, and Gillum's going to beat that one, and they're going to throw it away, and Gillum is going to get back. She might have been able to make it too, Will, but she kind of hesitated there, so probably the right decision there by not stretching it. That'll bring Reagan Burleson to the plate for Summertown. Runner on first, 1 out. Bottom of the 3rd.
Grounded out to the pitcher last time, I believe.
Pull back. That's going to be a bunt. Back to the pitcher and thrown to first for the out. So Coach Burleson is elected to play a little small ball, move that runner to seconds. That's going to put a runner in scoring position with Abbott coming to the plate, but there are 2 outs. Abbott has been on a tear the last 3 weeks, Will. Just a flat-out tear the way she's hitting the ball. So probably not anybody else you'd want up in this situation. That one's going to be down in the zone. Nice job there by the catcher blocking that one up. Well, I'd say if you did with Summertown the way they've been with their offense right now, the way they're hitting, if you need a hit, you probably want to see Abbott, if not Abbott, to Gallagher for sure.
Yep.
That one's going to be down. That was going to trickle away, and she's going to read it, and she's going to be in safe. That ball's going to get up and trickle away, and Coach Burleson's going to hold her there. That ball did get away toward the dugout, but a nice job by Giles County getting over there to it. So
it's interesting that so the catcher backs that up, and the pitcher goes and covers the plate. That's I guess is that what they're trying to do?
In that situation, in that situation, technically no. Which it kind of worked out weird, to the fact that you had the ball thrown as a steal coming, from home plate. So technically the right fielder should have been backing up the throw, but
okay.
Yeah, that whole play was jacked up, Will. I mean, I'll be honest, the ball trickled over that direction. I think Giles County was doing everything they could just to get somebody to it as quickly as possible.
I see.
Yeah. So here's Abbott. She's got a 2-0 count.
2-0, okay.
And that one's going to be up a little, but that's a high strike. That was
high.
It did look high, but it was close. So that'll be a strike on Abbott. 2 balls, 1 strike to Abbott. That's going to be a swing and a miss. 2-2.
Haven't seen many of those from her.
You don't see many from her, Will. She's got such a good eye and good hand-eye coordination. You don't see her swing and miss much. But that one on the outside corner just couldn't reach it. So 2-2 here on Abbott. That's going to be off her foot for a foul ball. So a big pitch here. Bodley trying to get out of it. And the pitch. That's going to be down. That's going to be tapped, and she's going to beat that one. Forget about it. And that's going to score another run for Summertown, 5-1 now. What a nice piece of hitting. She understood, Will. 2 strikes.
Yeah.
It's a borderline pitch. Just put the ball, tap it, use that speed. Shortstop's back deep. Beat it out. And she was there easily. So 5-1 Summertown, and that'll bring 2-hole hitter Parrott to the plate. That's going to be a strike. Nice pitch there by Bodley. Hey, and you know, Will Parrott had a big home run, you know, against Joe Burns, you know,
right,
last weekend.
Walk-off.
A walk-off, yeah,
international
amazing. Yeah, amazing job there laid. That was a great ball game. If you love low-scoring defensive softball games, that was the game you would love to watch.
That was a sub-state rematch from last year.
It was. That's going to be a grounder fielded by the third baseman. She's going to make the throw across the diamond, 3 away. But Summertown strikes again for another run and pushes it to 4-run lead now. We'll be back here for action in the top of the 4th. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Yeah. So, Adam, you know, I've been doing a lot of the research on the 1992 team because, you know, it's the 30-year anniversary of the 92 baseball championship, you know, our first championship.
Yep.
There's this, you know, in the parade, I see all, you know, however many of the baseball players there are in the back of a little bitty pickup truck. And you know who they trusted to drive that truck?
There's no telling back then, Will.
Our first base coach, Alicia Parrott.
There's no way.
She was driving that. They trusted her to drive that truck full of the entire baseball team.
I've heard rumors that Alicia's not even capable of backing out of her driveway without
right.
hitting something right now. You know. But you got to remember, Will, what was that, 92?
92.
Things were different back then, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I've been amazed how much has changed in 30 years. That's right.
Lindsay's going to even things up, 1-1. We're going to have Abby White at the plate for Giles County leading off. 1-1 count to her. There's a changeup. Not a bad pitch, but it's going to get down low and hit the back part of the plate and trickle away for ball 2.
Now, everybody listening, don't make plans for April 29th. There's no high school softball game that day. Come to the Lawrence County game here at Summertown against Summertown baseball on the baseball field. We're going to honor the 92 team before the first pitch. You know.
Yeah, I'm going to try to be there for that one. That's going to be popped off the hands and down. Tough luck there for Lindsay. That ball was just basically knocked off the hands and just fell right behind the first baseman for a base hit. So nice piece of hitting there, though, by Abby White. She's going to get the leadoff runner on here with no outs for Giles County here in the top of the fourth.
We got up here.
And this is going to bring Allie Fletcher to the plate. She's going to hit a ground ball foul into the Summertown dugout. Strike one. Will, you're looking here. I don't see a ton of speed here at home plate. The way the Summertown infield, as solid as they are, you would really like a nice ground ball here to possibly turn one here. If you could get it.
That looked good to me.
That's going to be 1-1. That's going to be popped up on the infield with Reagan Burleson at second. That'll be an easy play
That'll
for
work.
one out. So one away here in the fourth. And that will bring number 17, Brown, to the plate for the Bobcats. Nice pitch there for strike down in the zone. Lindsay get ahead 0-1. Another one. That could be a tailor-made double play. There's one.
Nope.
Oh, just barely beat it, but that was close to turning one. Nice job. A nice flip, nice exchange. And nice job by Brown getting down the line and hustling and beating that one out. But that's going to make it 2 outs, though, with a runner on. So Summertown 1 out of moving on to the bottom of the fourth with a 4-run lead. That's going to be a popped up to the infield. Abbott's going to call it off. Nice job communication.
That'll work.
That's the innings we like. Through 3.5, headed into the bottom of the fourth. Summertown with a 4-run lead, looking for more. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the Exports Network.
This is Lawrence County Sheriff John Myers. 3.5 years ago, you elected me to be your sheriff. In the past 3.5 years, my team and I have removed hundreds of thousands of dollars in drugs from the county's roads. We increased the presence of deputies in all of our communities across the county, and we've kept an eye on your tax dollars. Today, I'm asking for your vote to keep the progress going. We've made a big dent in crime, but we still have a lot of work to do. When you go to the polls this August, choose John Myers for sheriff, and let's keep Lawrence County America's best county to live in. Ad paid for John Myers for sheriff.
All right, bottom fourth. Bottom of 4. Summertown with a 5-1 lead. We got 3-4-5 coming to the plate. Gallagher leading off. We were discussing it, Will, during the break. Giles County has made a pitching change. That is Brown on the mound, number 17.
Carson Brown.
Replacing Bodley. So Summertown's going to get a look at a new pitcher here. That one's going to bounce up there about halfway to the plate for ball 1.
All right, so educate me since I don't see much softball.
Yes, sir.
This coach over here is calling out numbers, and I guess she looks on her wristband. Do we do the same thing?
We don't.
Does he just give hand signals instead?
I can tell you. We'll talk after this pitch. Well, let's see what we got here. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Basically, she's calling pitches. They have armbands with those number codes. She can look down and say, so she can tell if they want an outside curveball, inside fastball, rise ball, whatever, based off their numbers.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing. Coach Burleson has called pitches in the past, but I believe that he leaves those duties to Katie Beth to call pitches now.
Oh, okay.
So she actually calls all the pitches.
I see.
I think. So, the armbands are cool. Hannah's played with them before. She says she likes them. But
it slows the game down a little bit.
It does slow the game down, which I'm not fond of. That's going to be fouled off. That's a tough one for Gallagher to go after. That ball was real low, but she went after it for strike 2. And like the travel team that I coach, Will, we use hand signals that I relay to the catcher. So that's what we do.
Yeah.
Based on 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, based on our number signals we give with our hands. So that actually works to me. That's the way I like. Of course, a lot of times, depending on your catcher, you got a senior catcher that's called pitches for years that knows what she's doing, then you can let her. Definitely, she's well capable, but a lot of people don't have that luxury. That's going to be down low.
Full count.
I've always hated calling pitches, Will, because every time I'd call a pitch and somebody would hit it into the next zip code, I always felt guilty. Like it was somewhat my fault. But, and sometimes it may have been. That one's going to be low for ball 4. So lead-off walk. And here comes Lindsay to the plate.
So I'm guessing when the coaches call a pitch, you can't shake them off, can you?
Well, it's kind of like I guess depending on your coach.
Okay. I like to say someone shake off Greg on the pitch selection.
That might be the last time they ever. May not be just the. It's not something you want to do, but if they were to do that to Coach Burleson, that might be the last time they ever even step foot on a high school mound. Well, it's like I've always said. Look, you call off a pitch, that's fine. But if that pitch gets hit or something hard, then you're to blame.
Yeah.
But I can say, Will, that as long as I've called it, I've never had anybody shake one off. So I've never had a pitcher to shake them off. So that's always good. So either they don't care or they actually trust me. It's one of the two. That ball's low to Lindsay. Second pitch is down, and that's going to move the Gallagher up, and she's going to go to third. No, she's going to put the brakes on, but she was thinking about it. Actually, Will, I did have somebody shake a pitch off one time. I actually called a pitch without not thinking about my number signs and actually called the pitch to hit the batter in the ribs, which there was no reason to call that pitch because it was an 0-0 count for the leadoff batter. And so my catcher actually had to call time and come to me and say, you do know that the pitch you called was to hit the batter. And I said, yeah, scratch that. Scratch that. So let me think that one over again. So, yeah, I actually had to admit my mistake that time, Will. But, yeah, I'm with you, Will. The armbands, a lot of college teams are going to them now. And I see why, but it does slow the game down. It really does.
It's like she just heard the signal now. She's looking.
Yep, exactly.
Does the catcher know what's coming?
That's going to be down, and that's going to move her to third. Well, she's hearing the numbers as well, and she has an armband.
Okay, so they're both.
So if 6-4-3 is an outside fastball, when the pitcher looks down and sees 6-4-3 on her armband, the catcher's seeing the same thing on hers.
I see.
So that's kind of how it.
It'll be funny to see the Braves do the same system.
Yeah, it's like you're right though, Will. I mean, a lot of college coaches are using it now. A lot of travel teams use them, but man, it does slow the game down. Lindsay's going to swing and miss that one. She's wanting to kick herself on missing that one, I think.
I saw her. Saw the facial expression as soon as she missed it.
Yeah, she was trying to put that one on top of the school, which maybe not a bad idea, that situation.
A deep fly would be fine with the runner on third.
We need to get that runner in here. And the pitch is low, and Gallagher will score from home on that one. Too much speed. There's 6-1 Summertown.
Good speed for a catcher, isn't it?
And the second straight walk of the inning moved Lindsay to first. And if you're Summertown here, you've got to be thinking to be patient right here because the strike zone here is eluding your pitcher on the mound, and you do not want to help this young lady by swinging at pitches that are out of the zone. It's not entertaining softball, Will, but a walk or a single is the same thing because it puts you on base. So you don't want to see Summertown swing at pitches out of the zone here. And that might be what Coach Burleson.
I was about to say, I bet he just told them the same thing.
Yeah. So Summertown now with a 6-1 lead, Will, is that what we've got?
6-1.
6-1 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Lindsay on first after the walk, no outs. And Runnels at the plate. She's going to square to bunt, and she is going to make an attempt, I believe, Will. That'd be a strike. She might have been thinking about pushing that drag bunt over toward third and seeing if she could beat it out as well as move the runner. 0-1 to McKenzie. There's the bunt. That one's going to roll foul. So 0-2 now on Runnels. Coach Burleson with his head down over there. I think he's a little frustrated. Hey, it's okay, Will. She's going to get a base hit right here, and that'll take care of all of it. So 0-2 on Runnels. Lindsay on first, no outs. That's going to be down low. Nice job by the catcher scooping that one up. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Runnels.
Would you believe that the baseball game was over faster than the softball
Is
game?
it already over?
It's 10-0 in 5 innings. It's over.
That might be the only time you ever get to say that, Will.
I know. I was thinking, hey, I'll go with the baseball game when this is over.
That one's going to roll up there for ball 2. So McKenzie's worked it back to a 2-2 count with Davis on deck. That's going to be grounded right back to the pitcher. She's going to turn and get the for sure out at first, and Lindsay will move to second. That'll put a runner in scoring position with Davis coming to the plate. You know, Will, you wonder why you don't go 2 in that situation. Try to get that lead runner.
That was ended up being just as good as a bunt, you know.
With Lindsay's speed, you would think anything through this infield could score. You'd think you would really want to try to get that lead off or that lead runner in that situation, but not the case. So 1 out. Lindsay on second with Davis at the plate. That's going to be up high for ball 1.
They doing a JV after this?
That's the plan, yes, sir. I think so,
Think
yeah.
we get the seniors to come over here and broadcast
I
that?
think that would be great. We should get them over here.
Do we trust the seniors to broadcast?
That will be off the plate for ball 2. No, we don't trust them, Will. But, you know, they're letting us do this. I wouldn't trust me. I mean, honestly. You know? I'm still upset about the last game we had at Giles County because that was a brand-new hat, Will, and I bent the bill the 3 times I threw it. And now that's going to be popped down the left field line. Little nice job there by the left fielder. She's going to cruise on in and grab that one for 2 for the second out. So 2 away here with Anna Burleson coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. But, yeah, Will, my wife bought that hat for my son. Well, it was too big for him. And so before the game that day, I thought, I'm going to see how this hat fits. Man, I put it on, looked in the mirror. I thought, man, this looks good. So I left. And, man, by the time we were down by the 5th inning, I'd thrown that thing like 7 times. And
Which is impressive with the headset on.
I know. It's done, and it's over with. Now, that hat is jacked up now, Will. So.
So 0-1.
Actually, Will, you'll know this. I did not throw my hat. You were there.
Yeah.
But I did accidentally sit on it during the game, so that's why it was bent.
Oh, okay.
It fell off because, the wind that day. That's going to be up high. The wind was so bad that day, it blew off, and so I had to take my hat off. Had to take my hat off because the wind was blowing so bad. And
the wind was more than I'd ever seen at a ball game of any kind.
Well, I put it behind my chair, and the next thing I know, I'd sat on my hat, so it had messed the bill up. Here's the pitch to Burleson. That's going to be down. That's going to hit her on the foot.
Hey, what a take one there.
We may need to see if Anna needs medical attention. on that ball.
Hey, Kyle, don't worry. I think she's okay.
She
Kyle's
may make it.
watching remotely.
She may make it, Kyle. So that is going to put first and second here with Gillum at the plate. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Summertown with a 6-1 lead. 6-1 lead.
6-1 lead. Yep.
6-1 lead. That's going to be way up high for ball 1. Gillum with a chance here to drive a run in, extend the lead. That's going to be down low in the dirt for ball 2. One thing you do have to say about Summertown, Will, we have swung at a few pitches, but they're being pretty patient up there at the plate. They're waiting on pitches to drive, and shows a team that's starting to grow up just a little bit. That's going to be hit deep, but that's going to be a shallow pop-up, not that deep to left. Yeah. Can of corn for the left fielder, and Giles County's out of it, but Summertown drops another run. That's going to push it to 6-1. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Make 2022 the year to refresh your home. And who you gonna call to help? Story & Lee, the Tennessee Valley's largest furniture store. We've stocked our 3 acres of showroom and warehouses full of inventory. And gotta make room for more arriving daily. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, all from the brands you've told us you love. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story & Lee.
That's going to be a slow roller to Davis for out 1 here in the top of the 5th.
5-5 in that middle school game at Lewis County after
really?
5 innings. Yeah. And Jay Chapman, who I've never seen to be wrong on here about anything, says that we've left 10 on base through 4 innings here.
That's this game?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be popped just out of the reach of Abbott. Down left field line. That's probably accurate. Well, we know for a fact we left 6 on in 2 innings. We know that because back-to-back innings we left bases loaded. So that's going to be slapped. Fair ball.
Really?
Yes. Slapped right by Davis and right over the third base bag for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there by Morgan Sharp. That makes her 2 for 2 on the day. She's a leadoff batter, Will. She seems like she does a great job. A lot of speed, a really good slapper. Number 2 hitter, she's going to pop one up down the right field line out of play. Number 00, Roberts. Sun's coming out, Will. Starting to turn into a beautiful evening.
Sure is.
That's going to be a little low. 1-1 count, Roberts. With Marie Bodley on deck. That's going to be a grounder, slow roller to Lindsay. She's going to get her for sure out to first. That's going to get her at 1. And nothing else after that. But Summertown now has their 2nd out of the inning. With Bodley coming to the plate.
So this is their 3-hole then?
Yeah, let me check that, Will. Their last
Might be 4.
I've got 4 hold, Will, because the leadoff. No, Will, this would be the 3 hole. That's correct. This is the 3 hole. Your leadoff's on second base right now. That's going to be a strike for Lindsay. Yeah, your leadoff's on second. Your number 2 hitter.
Yeah.
Just grounded back to the pitcher.
This is number 3.
Nice changeup from Lindsay. Little low. That's not a bad pitch, though. We'll take that one. Bodley did a good job laying off of it to even it back up 1-1. Runner on second, 2 outs. Nice pitch by Lindsay again. That's going to put her 1 strike away from ending the top of the 5th. There's that changeup. She's going to pop it up, and that's trouble down. That's going to fall, and that's going to be thrown up against the backstop. Whoa, man. That's going to be thrown over the catcher's head, so that's going to give Giles County their second run. Tough luck there by Lindsay. Will change up, dinked just right over the the shortstop's head, but you got to get that change up down though. That ball was high. You've got to keep it down in the zones where if they're going to miss that ball, it's going to put it into the dirt, not up into the air. But that's all right. That's going to give just Giles County their second run, so 6-2 now here, Summertown, in the top of the 5th. Maddie White at the plate, number 2. She's going to foul off the first pitch for strike 1. That one's inside, ball 1.
So this Giles County definitely wins the cheering contest for the day.
They do.
Yeah. Probably the district champs on that.
That's going to be dinked just over the head.
Gracious.
And that's going to score another run.
So should she have come up throwing home there? Or?
That's 6-3.
Yeah.
Summertown. And Will, the frustrating part of it is you haven't had a hard hit ball yet.
No.
These balls are just getting over the infield, dinked around, and Summertown hasn't done much to help themselves. But it's going to bring it to a 6-3 score here. That's going to be grounded for an easy out to first, and Summertown's out of it. So Summertown does give up 2, but that's going to hold it here at a 6-3 lead here for Summertown, headed in the bottom of the 5th inning. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
It's real easy to do. Just let's go. Let's go.
Bottom of the 5th. Summertown with a 6-3 lead. Those 2 runs, their last inning, are frustrating runs to give up.
Yeah. They were all with 2 outs.
All with 2 outs. Nothing really hit hard. Just about 3 different balls hit off the hands that get over your infield. And Giles County, that's what you got to do, though, Will. Giles County took advantage of it, and they've cut the lead in half, so 6-3 here. Reagan Burleson, we're going to try to get some runs back here, hopefully, and stretch that lead back out if we can. Reagan's going to lead us off here in the bottom of the 5th. Brown still on the mound for Giles County. That's going to be ball 1 low. That's another one in the dirt for ball 2.
That'd be great for her to get on with Abbott coming up.
You know, she's done a great job on the mound wheel, Brown has, but it seems like what's causing her trouble now is the strike zone. The walks definitely, that one's going to be popped up to the right side, but it looks like it might get out of play, and it does. The walks hurt you, Will. They always have, and they kind of bit her a little bit.
You can't see this. They've got somebody else warming over there, but I guess that I'm just getting some reps in. But.
So the count here is 1-1 to Reagan.
Is it? I think it's 2-1, I believe.
2-1. That's correct. She had 2 in the dirt. 2-1. That's going to be a pitch. Nice pitch there, down and away for strike 2. Reagan went after that one and came up empty. So 2-2 here to Summertown's 9-hole hitter. Leadoff Abbott on deck. That's going to be a grounder. That's going to get nice play by the shortstop, but Burleson's going to beat it. So that's a great effort by that shortstop, Will, getting to that softball. She did all she could do, but a nice piece of hitting there with 2 strikes by Reagan. So Summertown with a leadoff batter on with a leadoff coming to the plate. In Abbott. That's going to be just a little outside for ball 1.
Yeah, looking at the replay, it definitely was.
That's going to be lifted by Abbott down the left field line. Just a little foul for strike 1.
One.
1-1. Burleson on first here, led off with a single up the middle. Abbott with a 1-1 count. That one's going to be up high for ball 2. With runs at a premium here, Will, you wonder if you don't look at just trying to play a little small ball here and try to just keep inching one run at a time if you can.
You'll definitely see that.
Yeah, I agree. And Abbott's not against dropping one either with her speed.
Really?
That's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So Abbott now with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Excuse me, I believe it's 2-2.
2-2.
2-2 count with Burleson on first base. That one's going to be down in the zone for ball 3. So Abbott's been able to manage to work it to a full count here in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to be a shot, and that is headed into the gap, and that's going to clang against the left field wall.
She got it in quick.
Reagan's going to walk into third base, and so is Abbott headed into second. So Summertown is second and third here with 2, 3, and 4 coming to the plate, who I believe, I know your 3 and 4 batters are at least 4 for 6 on the day or 5 for 6. So if you're Summertown, you got to be happy where you're at right here. If you can manage to stretch this thing back out, it's time. You're in a situation where you can do it at least, Will.
So what do you think happens here?
What do I think?
Like as far as
I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see a bunt right up the first base line.
Oh, yes, that quietly. I'm sorry. We're really close to the action.
But you're not. You're going to see a line shot foul. But I think, honestly, Will, that's what I would do.
That'd be nice for her to hit her coach really good once on senior night, wouldn't it? She was aiming. She was close.
Yeah. You never know about Coach Greg. He might run her to death if that happens. No, Will, I think with the way with Meg being the bunter you are, you've got to look at this situation here especially. But she can do so much. Either way is fine. She's well capable of driving this in. She's going to hit another foul ball.
So it's 0-2.
And, you know, the other thing you got to think about here is, listen, Reagan Burleson on third is a really solid softball player. Speed is not one of her, glaring positives. So that's, that's going to be hit to right, but that might be deep enough to score your run. Out's going to be there. They're going to go to third for it, but Summertown's going to push across another run to push it to 7-3, and Abbott's going to advance to third on the sac fly. So Meg did her job.
Good job, Meg.
So that pushes up to 7-3 with Gallagher at the plate. You wonder, Will, I just don't know if you don't bunt with one of these guys too. You can go ahead and get Abbott in for sure, and they might do it. That's going to be a swing and a miss down in the zone. But it was foul tip for strike one.
Let's see. Foul tip.
So that ball was fouled off and hit the catcher. They're slowing things down a little bit to give her time to make sure she's all right. So that is an 0-1 count on Gallagher with a runner on third. 1 out. That pitch is knocked down. Nice job there by the catcher knocking that one down. So that'll even things up 1-1. You do have speed on third, Will, with Abbott. Gallagher is a really good bunter, but she's been swinging the bat harder than anybody you got. So see what Coach Burleson does here. That's going to be up high for ball 2. That's going to be nice pitch there. Off the plate. Got Katie Beth the chase on that one, so that's going to even it back up at 2-2. Katie's had another productive day at the plate. Lindsay's on deck. I believe she's 2 for 2 on the day. So you're 3 and 4 so far today, Will's getting the job done. That one's going to be in the dirt to force it to full now to Gallagher.
Big pitch coming here.
Full count here to Gallagher with a runner on third and 1 out. And the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. Is it going to be deep enough to score the run? You've got speed, and they're not even going to worry about making the throw. So that's going to even push it.
Nice
that pushes back to a 5-run lead, 8-3.
Yeah, back-to-back seniors on senior night.
Yep.
Sacrificing in 2 runs there.
Doing their jobs.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. Summertown gave up 2 runs off a few, unfortunate hits that got through last inning, but they've come back and taken those 2 runs right back. So it's 8-3 Summertown here with 2 outs. Lindsay's going to hit a ball, and that's a shot, but it's right at the center fielder on the line. Tough luck there by Hannah. She's hit it well today. But Summertown, like we said, Will, got those 2 runs back.
Yeah, so it's 8-3 now going into the top of the 6th, I believe.
Top 6, 8-3 Summertown. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Hey friends, this is Barry Doss. Over the past 30 years, Doss Brothers Incorporated has grown from its humble beginnings to working daily to build the future of Lawrence and surrounding counties. From breaking ground to opening day, Doss Brothers has been there every step of the way for many businesses, industries, and homeowners in our community. With nearly 40 years under our belt and the blessing of every new day, we strive to keep building the foundation of our communities tomorrow. We are Doss Brothers, proudly building progress in Southern Tennessee.
Top of the 6th inning. Summertown gave up 2 runs in the top of the 5th to cut. Giles County was able to cut it to 6-3, but Summertown comes back with 2 sac flies by your 2 seniors to push it back 8-3. So Summertown with a 5-run lead, and that's going to be popped up to center field. Should be an easy play for Parrott, and it is for out 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Lindsay.
That'll work. Let's see who we got.
That'll bring your pitcher to the plate, Will.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be a slow roller off the hands back to your pitcher for 2 away. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the 6th. So Lindsay's 1 pitch away from ending this top of the 6th in about 50 seconds. You know, I was talking to Coach Burleson before the game, you know, when he was talking about his defense and how he feels like it's the strength of his team, Will. And, you know, they've definitely made errors and mistakes, just like all teams are going to make. But, you know, it really is a strength of this team overall. I mean, you've got a lot of solid defensive players, and your pitchers, you know, not getting a ton of strikeouts. Lindsay's going to knock it down off her hands, and it's going to go foul. Into foul territory, but tough luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a tough situation. The ball was hit off the end of the bat, but Lindsay knocks it down on the mound, but it ricochets off her and goes into foul territory. Katie Beth, with an effort play you couldn't imagine, trying to get up the line, gets to it, but could not get the runner, Hope Murphy, at first. So nice job there by Murphy getting on, and that's going to put Giles County with a runner on here with 2 outs. That'll be a ball 1. And that will be Abby White at the plate.
Abby White.
For the Bobcats. Down in the zone for ball 2. (2-0) here. That's going to be fouled off for strike 1. You know, I will say one thing, Will. Lindsay's done a pretty good job today. I don't know if I've ever remembered many times a count has gotten to 3-0. Or 3 balls, not just 3-0,
Right.
but that she's ever reached 3 balls. She's just pounding the strike zone, which that's when she's at her best. And she's going to get a slow roller.
Nice inning.
And that's going to be out of it quickly for Summertown. So that's going to send us to the bottom of the 6th. Summertown leading 8-3 here, trying to give Giles County their first district loss. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
All right, Will. Give us a synopsis of our game so far. What do you think?
I think it'd be awesome to score a few more runs here and let our seniors get a little more at bat on senior night here. Or if we don't, I'd take just a quick 3-up, 3-down inning and take the win either way. I tell you one thing I have learned, though. When these two teams meet up in the district, it's going to be a battle. They'll have their other pitcher back, you assume, then.
Yeah. Well, Giles County is a tough team. Mackenzie Ronald's leading off for Summertown here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, I agree with you, though, Will. I mean, and there's very similar teams, too. They've got 2 seniors the same as us. So these teams are probably going to be dealing with each other here for a while in the district. That's going to be a line shot. That's going to get over the second baseman's head just slightly. And that's a leadoff single for Runnels. And that'll bring Davis to the plate for Summertown. Nice piece of hitting. That ball was a laser. Shelby Davis here at the plate with the leadoff runner on for Summertown. Anna Burleson on deck. That's going to be low and out for ball 1.
So you go to Gallatin tomorrow, right?
Gallatin, yes, sir. I believe I looked at Max Preps last night. We're actually playing a team from, I think, Ohio.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, there's teams from all over there.
The baseball team has played an Ohio team this year.
Yeah, we've played a team from Ohio. That's going to be bunt attempt by Davis, foul. But there's a lot of good teams this tournament too, Will, so I don't know. And the team from Ohio we're playing, of course, know absolutely nothing about them. They had a pretty good record, so I'm sure.
Talk about your defense being so sharp, I guess all these tournaments you play, 7 games a weekend, you have to improve that over the season.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So it plays a big part in it. Compared to, the first game we streamed at Waynesboro, how far the team's come since then.
Well, I think
it wasn't that long ago.
I think getting comfortable with each other has a lot to do with it, and knowing where each person's going to be defensively and working as a unit is big. That one's going to be up high for another ball.
I've got 3-1.
That's what the umpire said as well, too, Will, 3-1. So you are spot on. So leadoff runner is on, and Brown's 1 pitch away from putting another one on here with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. That one is going to be hit routinely to left.
She swung at ball 4. If you ask me.
She swung at ball 4 about at her chin. That's correct. Yep, that would have been ball 4. But Brown's going to get a gift. So that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Anna Burleson to the plate for Summertown.
Well, I heard it's 8-5 now in that game in Lewis County, but they didn't say who's winning. So.
That's a nice changeup. Beautiful changeup there by Brown. That's going to be tipped, but a nice pitch. Well, if they didn't say who's winning, that's not a good sign.
Let's see.
You might want to double check.
Kyle just said 8-5 us.
Oh, okay.
Greenlee hit a bases clearing shot to left. Awesome. Good job, Greenlee.
Good. Burleson's going to foul that changeup off for the first strike. There's another one down in the zone. She's going to foul that one off as well for strike 2. So Anna's in a hole right here, 0-2, with 1 on and 1 out in the 6th. And I believe we got Abriana Davis on deck. Looks like she might be hitting in the 9 hole.
Okay.
From the way it looks anyway. Is that correct, Will?
Number 7.
Number 7. That's going to be hit off the end of the bat. Pulled foul. So Anna's trying to stay alive here with 2 strikes on her. Pitch. That's going to be off the plate. Do you have 2-2, Will?
I have 1-2, but I probably missed one.
Okay. I thought I heard the umpire say 2-2, but I'm not sure. Pitch to Burleson. That's going to be hit sky high.
I think that was a high pitch, too.
That was another high pitch. Correct, Will. We're chasing them a little bit now. So that's going to be a routine pop-up to the second baseman. So Summertown, after getting the leadoff on with a rocket by Runnels into right field, she's still at first after 2 pop-ups. So that will bring Adriana Davis to the plate, who is hitting. She's hitting for Gillum, it looks like, Will. For Caitlin Gillum. Pitch to Davis, up high. Snap throw to first. Runnels gets back. Will, this is another young lady here that's got some pop in her bat as well. She's also hit a home run this year at the tournament earlier in the year.
Let's see that right here then. That'd be great.
Here's the pitch to Davis. She's going to hit one. That ball's going to fall. The shortstop went after it full bore, and
a good thing there were 2 outs there because the runner, if the runner didn't go on contact, she probably would have been out on the force.
There are basically the shortstop, second baseman, and center fielder all collide in center field, and the ball drops about 15 feet behind second base. So Summertown here with a new life. They've got 2 on here, 2 outs. Reagan Burleson at the plate. That's going to be a big cut by Reagan, fouled off. Reagan had a solid hit, I believe, last time. Will, wasn't up the middle, that single. I think last at bat.
Yeah. I know she got on base.
Yeah.
Summertown's winning 9-5 in Lewis County, top 7th. That's middle school softball.
0-1 to Burleson, and she fouled off the first pitch. Summertown first and second and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, leading 8-3. Trying to tack on some more. That's going to be in the dirt, 1-1. One pitch to Burleson. That's going to be up for ball 2. You'd really like to see Burleson do something here, Will, so you could get back around to Abbott for sure. You get back to your leadoff and see what kind of damage if you get back to the top. Reagan's well capable. That's going to be down low for ball 3.
All right, let's not do the same thing that's happened in the past. Let's not swing at ball 4 here.
Three 3-1 here to Reagan Burleson. 2 on, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. She's going to hit one off the end of the bat, and that's going to be fielded by the third baseman. An easy play, and Giles County's out of it. But Giles County is down to their last hurrah here, trailing by 5 runs. And Summertown getting ready to try to close this one out with a 5-run lead. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
All right, Will, this is the inning we've been looking for. Summertown with a 5-run lead. Giles County's last opportunity, and they've got the right lady to start it off, Morgan Sharp. She's had a good day leading off. That one's going to be low from Lindsay for ball 1. That one's going to be slapped to Abbott. She'll make the play for out 1. Nice job there by Abbott. Got one of the smoothest
Makes
and quickest.
It look so easy.
Yeah, one of the quickest and smoothest releases you'll ever want to see. It's impressive to watch, for sure. So Summertown with 1 out here quickly. That's going to be a nice pitch
pitch.
there, leading off. Strike one. That'll bring 0-0 to the plate, Malia Roberts. So Lindsay getting ahead. That's going to be a ground ball to off of Burleson's glove into right. So that's going to put a runner on. Roberts will reach. And that will bring Marie Bodley to the plate for the Bobcats. Oh, is it? I believe that was a called ball, Will.
Oh, I thought I got a strike.
It might be. I don't know. Yeah, it's correct. 1-1. I wasn't sure. He's not a very vocal umpire. I'll say that. He's done a great job. He's just not very vocal. You have to really watch him to see if a ball is a strike or not. That's going to be a ground ball to Abbott. She's going to get one. That's going to be thrown high into right field. So there's been 2 balls here. The game should be over. And now we've got first and second and still 1 out. 2 routine balls that haven't been able to make plays on. So that's going to put first and second here with 1 out. That's going to be a ground ball to Abbott. That's going to get through, and there's the play at home. She's going to be out.
Good job.
But I think they may get the umpire, catcher, Giles County coach is claiming interference on the third baseman. I did see contact over there. I did. I don't know. I didn't see either one of the umpires signal it, though, but I did see the contact, Will. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Basically, from what I saw, Will, when the young lady rounded the bag, the young lady hit third base to go home, and she made contact with the third baseman after making her turn.
Oh.
I know Coach Burleson, he's arguing that contact was actually made in foul territory. And he is correct on that because his third baseman was in foul territory off the bag. I'll be honest with you, I don't know the rule on it. I don't know. But Giles County will score the run, so that's going to make it 8-4. And they've got second and third here with only 1 out. So Giles County's cut it to 4. They've got second and third with 1 out, and that's going to bring Abby White to the plate for Giles County. Lindsay's going to get ahead with a first pitch strike to White. That's going to be fouled off for strike 2. So the 0-2 pitch to White. That's going to be up a little bit for ball 1. Lindsay's still in good shape here with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. You've really got to worry about your runner, your batter here, Will. Those 2 runs on base mean absolutely nothing. You've got a 4-run lead. That's going to be popped into right, and that's going to be caught, and no runners are moving. So that's going to move Giles County down to their final opportunity here, trailing by 4. So a nice job there by your right fielder, which is Gillum. So Giles County still with 2 on here, trailing 8-4 down to their final out. And the pitch. That's going to be off the hands, popped up to Abbott, and that's going to be your ball game, and it is. A little bit of excitement, Will.
Yeah, more than I think anybody wanted. But.
Definitely. Well, we made a few uncustomary mistakes there in that final inning. And like I said, Giles County is a good softball team. They've got a lot of fight in them. I'm sure
they were cheering like crazy up to the final out.
Yeah, and you gotta like that. I love the energy that those kids bring. They're a good group of kids. But Summertown
shares a part of first place now in the district. Is that right?
That's right. They got what they wanted today, and that was they came out ready to play. And I know they a little sloppy later as the game went along, Will, but man, they come out really attacking with the bat early, and that kind of that helps when you can jump out early in the game, and they did that. They were able to just kind of fight Giles County off every time they made runs.
Yep. And of course, nice to see the seniors have a victory, a district victory on their senior night.
It is. And both those two young ladies, Galahar and Parrott, played a really good game too. Galahar had a few hits. Meg and Galahar both with big sack flies to score a run. Meg with some key bunts to move runners. I mean, they do what seniors do, right?
Yeah.
Will lead their team.
So you go to Gallatin tomorrow and Saturday, correct?
Yes, sir. Going to Gallatin, a place I despise, Will, because it's the worst drive in the history of the state of Tennessee. I hate driving to Gallatin, and it feels like it takes 5 hours to get there, and you look down on your clock, and it's only been an hour and a half. So,
and then next week you got a couple more district games, both on the road. So you'll be at Mount Pleasant. You'll be at Lewis County.
Yep.
And that'll complete your district play.
And you just need Summertown to keep their head down and keep working, because I mean, you're not unbeatable, and I know Mount Pleasant or Lewis County would love to spoil your at least a share of the district. And as bad as I hate to say this, Will, either next week we're probably going to have to cheer for Loretta to knock this Giles County team
tough.
off.
But yeah, that's right. They'll play each other. I don't know if it's Tuesday or Thursday, but
well, the last time they played, it was a 3-2 ball game, Loretta and Giles County. Really tight game. I know that Loretta wasn't happy with how they played against us yesterday. They're a much better team than what they showed. I would love for them to sneak up and And I think they're capable. They're definitely a lot of talent over there. So,
and that'd give you, you'd be sole possession of first place then, right?
Yep. Yeah, it would be nice to say, but bottom line is, we'll get into the district and win your ball games, and you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Get into the district and lose, and you're going to get an early ticket home. So.
Ooh, yeah. Well, like I said, the baseball teams, I think they finished their game an hour ago. This game almost lasted 2 hours. I don't think you see that a lot. Or I haven't in the games that I've streamed anyway.
Well, you had the multiple pitching changes. You got to remember too, Will. There was base runners throughout this whole game.
Yeah.
Summertown stranded. As much. They win by 4, gave up a few unnecessary runs for sure, but they still stranded probably at least 8, 9 people.
Yeah. And then, I see the middle school score. Last I heard, we were up 9-5 in the 7th, so I'm going to assume that our middle school is still undefeated. Middle school softball, so good for them. We got middle school baseball still fighting. They're starting their region, I guess, tomorrow. That'll be here at 4:30. Baseball plays CA here tomorrow. We'll be live streaming those two. Anything else, Adam?
Not a thing. I'm just glad that we're going off the air with a W, Will. So that's they come out to play today. It wasn't always beautiful, but it was a good effort anyway. And like you said, I'm glad these seniors got a big win on Senior Day. That's big. So.
Well, I think there's a JV game that's going to happen. I don't know. We just for fun, we might come back on the air and stream that. And if we do, that'll just be on the Summertown High School Facebook page. So, we might ask if we can have a couple of the players to broadcast that one just for fun. But
if you let any of those two seniors do it, Will, you better have your
mute button ready.
Your mute button ready, because I've heard they've got potty mouths. So.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah. But all right, well, let's see. I got a quick update here. Summertown Middle School won 10-6, so they finished their regular season undefeated again. So, congrats to Greg and Carly and that whole middle school team. That's awesome. All right, we're going to sign off. This has been Summertown Softball on the Exports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.